Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name's Amanda and I am a Canadian cash stuffer and I love sharing my budget journey. Today we are going to do a balance out my budget because I went shopping, and that is a very common question that I get across my social medias is how do you shop utilizing your different categories? Do you pull money from all of the different categories? Or, there's a lot of questions. How? So I thought I would show you guys exactly what I do after I go shopping. So first, before we jump into it, if you love cash budgeting, cash stuffing, and everything in between, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell so you never miss another video. And for all that extra budgeting content, make sure you follow me on all of my social medias. And if you're curious or see anything that piques your interest in today's video, you can always check the shop. Everything is going to be linked down below for you. Now let's get into it. So before we get into the binders and all of that, in my cash wallet, I have a buffer category. Now that is specifically only for the times when I am needing to pick something up and I do not have the category or the proper funds, if you will. So that really comes in handy in the unplanned shops, or if I forget I needed something, the buffer really comes in handy. Now for the more planned shopping trips. When I know exactly where I need to go, what I need to pick up, then I can, of course, plan that out better. And I can add categories into my wallet, pull the cash that I know I'm going to need, which is another reason why I created the floater envelope system. Now I have a duplicate of all my expense categories in floater envelopes that can easily be transferred into my cash wallet. So I have Costco, pets, household, medical, and health and beauty. So anytime I'm going shopping, I can pull money from my categories in all of my binders, put them in my floater envelopes, and stash them in my wallet. It is fabulous. It is awesome. But in times like today, I was not able to plan perfectly. I did need to use my buffer money, and I also used my Costco money for some items that are not Costco related. I hope that kind of explains things a little bit. So let's jump into it. And this is my process to balance all of my budgets after spending money. So first we will go ahead and do my buffer. And like I said, that is in my cash wallet. And you can see here, I've got some receipts sticking out because if there's ever a time that I used money that needs to be paid back, meaning not from the proper category, I will always leave the receipts in that specific envelope, just so then paying back and balancing everything out is a breeze. So let me grab the receipts out of here and move that to the side. So here we've got extra savings, and I always make a little note. So I got $20 from bonus bucks, $15 from family spending, and $40 from household from this Walmart receipt. So now that I know what money I need to pay back into my buffer and where I need to get the money from, let's start doing that. So let's go with the family spend first. That's in my high priority binder. I'm going to move this a little bit more to the side. And I'm going to get this out of my way more. There we go. Now I got some room to work. Okay, so let's get back to family spending. Now I have to get $15 from here. So there's a 5 and a 10. Put this back. I'm going to get my mini cash tray, which is right here. I'll pop her there. So there's $15 from family spending. Anything else? Okay, the extra savings, which is $20, is also in here. Right here, bonus bucks. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to pull a $20 bill out of there. So these two receipts are paid back. And for now, we are done with the high priority binder. As I was flipping through, I did see that I have some receipts in tithe as well. So we're gonna have to balance that out also. The last receipt here is $40 from household. So that is in my expense binder. And oh, see, we got Costco receipts too that we have to pay back Costco. And household, we need two $20 bills, which totaled 40. Perfect. And then I'm going to pop that in there, and we're done in the expense binder for now. To ensure I don't get things mixed up, I like to do one thing at a time. So we are going to finish up the buffer. So there should be $75 being returned into the buffer. So I'm going to grab the cash. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, $75. Excellent. So the buffer is completely balanced, which is perfect. And all of the categories that was spent from out of here have paid buffer back, which is amazing. So we are finished with the buffer. And let's jump over to Costco category and pay that back. Look how cute my new little charm is in here, the little dragonfly. I love it so much. Okay, so Costco, let's see what receipts we have in here. Okay, so I used Costco money to purchase some things at Home Depot. And I also have to pay back Costco from tithe and household. Okay, so household, we need 25. So there's a 20 and a 5. And just to let you guys know, I already filled in the trackers for the money that I had to take from each of the categories just to save time in the video. So we've got $25, and I'll put it in my mini cash tray. There, I zoomed in just a little bit. I'm still trying to get this whole like new tripod angle worked out. But I have the $25. I put it in my mini cash tray here from household. So we paid back household. Now I need tithe to pay back Costco. And tithe is in here. So I'm going to move that to the side. And let's flip back to tithe. And I'm just going to round that for $15. Just going to make things a lot easier. So there's a 10 and a 5. Okay, so I'm going to put the 15 in the cash tray. Perfect. So the first Costco receipt is done. Okay, now for the second receipt, we need home maintenance and tools. So home maintenance is in mid priority. Let's flip back to home maintenance. Perfect. And I'm needing $25. And I think I'm going to do 2 10s and a 5 just because there's a lot of small bills in here. So home maintenance, we got, perfect. Okay, and then I'll grab out my business binder, the big business binder, because I need to grab $30 from tools. Okay, so here's the business binder. Oh. There we go. It's a little bigger. It's an A5 binder. So, okay, here's tools and supplies. And I need $30 from here. And of course, I've got all 50s. I need to make some change off camera. I'll be right back. All right, perfect. I got my change. So I need $30 paying back to Costco. Then I can pop this back in here. Perfect. So we paid tools, and I can put this away. Okay, so now we've pulled all of the cash we need. So there should be $95 here, with $5 of that going back into my miscellaneous category in my cash wallet. So let's organize this money. Okay, so let's see. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95. Perfect. Okay. So $5 of that I'm just going to throw back into my miscellaneous because that doesn't really matter. There's no like tracking or anything to my miscellaneous. It's just there just in case. Now we can pay back Costco fully, which is awesome. So here's our Costco category. Now let's make sure we've got 180, 50, 70, 90, 110, 120. Whoops. Okay, let's make sure we've got the 180, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. Perfect. So we are completely balanced and budgeted perfectly, which is awesome. So this is paid and paid. Perfect. Honestly, it's a lot easier to just shop and having the money, example, my buffer category or Costco, because though Costco tends to be my larger category because it's so expensive to shop at Costco. And just as long as you're staying on top of things, it's really not that difficult. It's actually very easy. And you don't have to worry about overspending and using a card or breaking your budget or going over your budget, because you're still giving yourself a more lenient way to still be successful within your budget, because you have made a fail safe, if you will, like my buffer category. Well, guys, I hope that really helped out and explained some things. And if you guys have any more questions or curiosities, please feel free to leave them down below. Or if you have any video requests, I am an open book. Well, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you go, and hit that little bell so you never miss another video. And for all that extra fun budgeting content, follow me on my social medias. And if you're curious about what's available in the shop, the link and everything is going to be down below. And of course, thank you so much for hanging out with me in today's video. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!